Yep.
Okay. All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Welcome to the JCC Teens Award Night. We're glad that you could join us. We wish we could be at the JCC and doing this personally, but this is the next best thing. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Josh Barkin. He's going to be our MC tonight, and he is on our board of trustees, and he's the chairman of our Erkis Berliner Scholar Athlete Committee as well. So Josh, go
ahead. Thank you, Gina. Good evening. As Gina said, my name is Josh Barkin, and I'm glad to be back as the host of the annual JCC Teen Awards night. A little different than years past, but we're still going to have a great time this evening. So a little bit of housekeeping before we begin. All of our participants will be muted when they enter the Zoom, but we want to see your faces, so please keep your cameras on and stay in the virtual gathering. We have JCC staff helping to facilitate, and they will be answering your questions in the chat box, if any. As a high school senior, I was a nominee for the Erkis Berliner Scholar Athlete Award. And let me tell you, the JCC Awards night that year was very different than this one. Seniors, during virtual graduations and Zoom calls, you will get a lot of advice from leaders, family, and even celebrities. Usually graduation advice is about the world of opportunity in front of you and making the most of all that you have to look forward to. Right now, it may seem difficult to stay positive or even feel like celebrating when you've had to miss out on time with friends, social events, and end-of-year parties. I want to remind you that you are not in this alone. We are all experiencing challenges and loss of opportunity, but together as a community, we'll stand strong. The lessons we are all learning during the COVID-19 pandemic are giving us, and you in particular, an essential perspective on how you can make an impact on the world in front of you. I know you will take what you are learning and be the future leaders of the Columbus Jewish community. Tonight, the JCC will make you the center of attention. I'm sure it's just what you wanted, right? Sit back and let us brag on you. You've done great things, and we can't wait to see what comes next for you. All of the nominees in the class of 2020 have engaged in and often been leaders of so many Jewish teen programs. From Jewish youth groups to JCC Maccabi games, Jewish summer camp and BYO, philanthropy, and Jewish community service programs. You have juggled academics, family, and extracurriculars, and we are so proud of all that you have accomplished. Your participation in these programs and initiatives are the foundation for your future. You are planners, athletes, activists, leaders, and scholars who have been recognized by local and national organizations for your outstanding contributions. So, Mazel Tov. You have proudly represented your families, schools, synagogues, and community. Congratulations, class of 2020. Give yourself a round of applause, and while you're at it, you may want to thank your family for all of the schlepping to practices, homework help, love, and support. They've had a small part in getting to this point, so congratulations. So to get the evening started, I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker for the evening. He's Jacob Mikolov. He was the 2012 Erkis Berliner Scholar Athlete who is currently at law school at Capital University.
Hi, everyone. It's Jacob Mikolov, and I would just like to thank you guys for having me here to speak today. I wish I could be here in person to see the ceremony live, but I am currently in my secured transactions class at Capital University Law School, so I couldn't break that obligation, but I would just like to thank you guys again and tell you a little bit about myself. I originally am from Columbus. I was born and raised in Bexley. I attended Columbus Torah Academy up until 6th grade, and from there I went to Columbus Academy and went all the way through high school there. The entire time I played basketball, and luckily enough, I was able to play basketball at the University of Rochester. So I ended up playing there for 4 years and getting my degree from the University of Rochester as well. I majored in literature and I minored in business. while I was there, we made 2 NCAA tournaments, so it was a very good experience there, and I was able to travel a lot and play a lot of basketball, which goes without saying. And after that, ultimately, I wanted to go to law school, but I would have liked to take some time in between undergrad and graduate school. So I looked into potential ways to spend my gap year, either traveling or studying or doing both, ideally. And that is what I was lucky enough to find. I found a master's program for political science and political communication at Tel Aviv University in Tel Aviv, Israel. So once I was accepted into that program, I moved to Tel Aviv for what should have been 10 months. And about 6 or 7 months into that program, I reached out to one of my friends who I'd seen play for Maccabi Haifa out there. He was a former teammate of mine at Rochester, and he put me in touch with his agent. And from there, his agent was actually able to get me a workout with Hapoel Haifa, another professional team in Israel. And they ended up signing me to a contract. So I decided to pursue that, as it would have been the only chance I had in my life to continue to play basketball professionally in Israel. And about 7 months through that contract, in the next season, I was traded to Nahariya, which is a smaller city up in the northern district, right on the border of Lebanon almost, right by Rosh Hanikra, but right on the water, so still on the sea, which I was very happy about. And finished the year with Nahariya, about 4 months with that team. And after that, I finally was ready to, after the taxing season, to maybe come home and think about what I wanted to do next. And I decided ultimately that it was time for me to go to law school. So I took 1 more year between finishing basketball and going to law school, and I was a legal assistant in a law firm, and wanted just to kind of wet my feet a little bit in the legal field and make sure that I still enjoyed, what I wanted to get into. And luckily I did, and currently I'm in law school, and it was a very good decision. I'm very happy here. I met my fiance here, and we recently just got engaged. So everything's come full circle now, and I'm finally home in Columbus. And I'd just like to leave you guys with a few words about how sports has affected my life and about the lessons that I've learned through sports. In the professional field, communication is very key, and it's something that a lot of bosses, colleagues, any type of employee would really appreciate, is that you're an effective communicator and that you're open to criticism as well, which is something that I learned whether I like to or not in basketball, because I'm sure a lot of you experience in sports that your coaches can be a little hard on you and they can give you a lot of lessons, and being able to take that even when you don't want to is a very valuable lesson to walk away with, and a very good skill to build. It also helps in the academic field as well, so I'm much more open to new ideas within school, which allows me to learn from even my peers. So I've just gained a lot from basketball, and also gained a lot from academics, as it's really the key to most things. So I just want to leave you guys with a couple of notes on that, and I just want to thank you all for giving me a couple minutes to speak today, and for listening to me as well. And I just want to congratulate you guys on all being here, and I know this is a momentous occasion, a very unusual time, so let's just, all congratulate ourselves for making it through this and continuing to do our best, and I wish you guys all the best. Thank you, and take care. Hi.
I think I may have been muted there. Sorry about that. Well, thank you, Jacob. He perfectly it puts together what the Erkis Berliner Scholar Athlete is supposed to be. He was a tremendous athlete, but also a tremendous student that played his basketball dreams out and is making a difference in the Jewish community and his professional community. So to get started with the awards this evening, we'll start with the David and Irene Cole Essay Contest. which is sponsored by the Marilyn and Stuart Cole Fund of the Columbus Jewish Foundation. This essay contest is aimed at challenging students to consider their future college Jewish experiences. The contest is named in memory of Stuart's parents, who had strong beliefs about the importance of Jewish education. The Coles have carried on this value, as have their 3 children, Sarah, Ellie, and Rena. They, along with their spouses, are passing this strong Jewish identity on to their children. The Coles are proud grandparents of 9 and travel the world to spend time with their family. And now we have a video message from the Coles.
Hi, I'm Stuart Cole, and it's my honor today to give a brief message to the students who submitted such fine essays in the annual contest that we've been sponsoring for the last decade or so. The contest is in memory of my parents, David and Irene Cole, who passed on a strong Jewish identity to me, and in turn, my wife Marilyn and I have, I believe, successfully passed it on to our children, 2 of who live in Israel and 1 of who lives in Cleveland, and our 9 grandchildren. My parents had strong Jewish identities, and I know that they would be very proud of both of the way it has been passed on to our children and grandchildren, and the fact that this essay contest has been held for so long in their memory and continues to elicit such excellent essays. I am giving you this message on tape rather than in person because I'm now in Rehovot, Israel, and I wasn't going to wait up in the middle of the night when the Zoom, which you are now listening to, is being held. I'm in Rehovot. My wife and I came here right before Purim because our son was going to be our daughter-in-law was giving birth to our 9th grandchild. We were fortunate enough to be able to attend the bris, and after that, the restrictions came into play that you couldn't travel more than 100 yards, so we really didn't see our son or grandchildren in Jerusalem for several months, although we do live very near our daughter in Rehovot. So even though we could only travel 100 yards, we were still able to see her. I know that the restrictions are slowly being lifted in Ohio. Here in Israel, we're very lucky in that, at least for now, the virus seems to be under total control. Very few new cases every day, and really very few restrictions as well, even though it still is probably not safe to travel to and from Israel. Turning to the essays that were submitted this year, again, they were all really very fine written essays, and it was difficult to come up with a winner, as it often is, but I do want to congratulate everybody who submitted an essay, and particularly the winners whose identity will now, I'm sure, be revealed by whoever is running this meeting.
All right, thank you. I would like to call upon Shauna Bagelman to announce the winner.
Thank you so much. This essay contest asked you to explore how and why you will perpetuate your own Jewish knowledge and practice as a college student through several lenses: the evolution of your Jewish identity as a college student, how you will be active on campus, what will distinguish you from other students, why is your Jewish identity part of your story, and how will you express that? The winning essay will be published by the Columbus Jewish News in their upcoming Gallery of Grads section. It is my pleasure to announce our third prize winner is Jillian Herzagi. Our second prize winner is Jane Shefkin. And our first place winner is Ben-Sion Gisser. A huge mazel tov to you, to your families, to your school. Each one of our applicants will receive a copy of the book, Unlocking Greatness, The Unexpected Journey from the Life You Have to the Life You Want, written by renowned speaker Charlie Harari. I have personally learned so much about each one of you and look forward to hearing much, much more about your accomplishments in the future. Mazel tov. Thank you.
Congratulations, Benzione, Jane, and Jillian. That's a tremendous accomplishment, and we're all very proud of you. So next, we will move on to the Janet and David Goldsmith Award. The Goldsmith Kavod Award was originally established by Janet Goldsmith to honor the memory of her late husband, David, and his active leadership in the Jewish community. Having served as president of Tifereth Israel, Jewish Family Services, and the JCC, David's lifelong involvement in the community also included service as an AZA advisor, Boy Scout counselor, and teacher at the Schoenthal Center, the precursor to our JCC. He led by example and encouraged others to participate with the same passion and devotion in support of the needs of the Jewish communities locally and beyond. After her passing, the award's name was updated to reflect Janet Goldsmith's meaningful community contributions as well. She taught citizenship to first-generation immigrants and was often the first face they associated with support and friendship. Throughout her life, people approached Janet and thanked her for all she did to ease their way as they became American citizens and learned new customs. She also served as president of Junior Hadassah. Through her strong convictions and quiet demeanor, she led the charge of women who raised money in support of those in need beyond Columbus, not limited to, but with a special interest in Hadassah Hospital in Israel. Today, this award recognizes the efforts of fine young leaders in the Columbus Jewish community who devote themselves to community service and leadership. Here to present the award once again is Shana Begelman.
Thank you so much. It is my honor to announce that the two winners for the Teen Kavod Gadol Award are Leah Reisenman and Jordan Herman. Both of these winners show a strong passion for community advocacy and leadership. We cannot possibly name all of your accomplishments, but here are a few to give you an idea who these individuals are. Leah is an active member of APAC and Congregation Tifereth Israel, is on the Athletic Executive Committee for the U.S. Artistic Swimming, and has been a prominent member of Love Without Hurt's Teen Advisory Board for several years. Among her many community activities are volunteering at the Columbus Metropolitan Library and has been involved in the Beyond the Chains fashion show, raising awareness for human trafficking. For Jordan, he's an active member of Agudas Achim, BBYO, APAC, and the Wexner Service Corps, the Bexley Jewish Student Union, and the JCC. His community activities include creating and facilitating APAC presentations for his peers, coordinating JCC birthday parties, senior leader of the Wexner Service Corps, synagogue youth programming, the J Club, and being a Camp Chaverim counselor. What you don't know, Jordan, is that I was actually involved in the project of your sukkah building project at the JCC from behind the scenes, and it was really an incredible thing to watch. These winning essays will be published in the Columbus Jewish News in their Gallery of Grad sections. A huge mazal tov to you and your families, to your schools, your community. Please keep us posted as you continue your amazing communal service journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shana. That's amazing. Congratulations, Leah and Jordan. So next up is the Don Erkis Lou Berliner High School Jewish Scholar Athlete Award. The Don Erkis Lou Berliner Athletic Scholar Award remembers two outstanding community leaders that had a love and respect for young people and a vision about the importance of them becoming the leaders of the future. Don, who played professional baseball as a young man, helped develop the early baseball and basketball programs at the JCC. Lou was a renowned sports writer for the Dispatch, who consistently gave recognition to the emerging young Jewish athletes throughout Columbus. They were good friends and are both in the JCC Sports Hall of Fame. Their vision was that scholastically strong and athletically gifted young people would use their skills, proven in competition and in the classroom, to become the leaders of their generation. Every young man or woman who qualifies to be a finalist for this award is a unique and special person. They carry our hopes for a better tomorrow. It's tradition throughout the 34 years of this award to highlight all the talented scholar athlete nominees throughout the years by displaying their pictures at the JCC. This display is up year-round and is located in the gym lobby that is located down the hall from our main executive hallway between the two gymnasiums. Now, the class of 2020 nominees will obviously be handled differently, but you will still get recognized. Photos submitted in your application will be used to create recognition that will be at the JCC to see once our quarantine is over. Each of our scholar athletes will receive a one-year JCC Health Club membership, a $100 gift certificate, and a fitness evaluation by a JCC personal trainer in appreciation of their accomplishments. The winners also receive a $1,000 award. These items will be mailed to everyone. The decision process for this award is done anonymously by a committee who reviews all the applications and scores the nominees on the following criteria: athletics, academics, community service, and Jewish involvement. The group then comes together to discuss the applicants' scores and vote for the top female and male from the applications. Now, Gina Brownlee, the Director of Sports and Wellness, and I would like to take the time to acknowledge all the nominees, and then I will introduce this year's Erkis Berliner Female and Male Awards from this most talented group. As you will see after hearing about all of these incredible student athletes, the committee had a difficult task this year. Gina, let's get started.
Thank you, Josh. Tonight, I have Alex graduating as valedictorian from Gahanna Lincoln High School. He excelled academically and as an athlete. He played club and high school soccer all 4 years. During his senior year, Alex's high school years were also spent working at Temple Beth Shalom and volunteering with the Wexner Service Corps. Alex enjoys spending time with his dog and traveling with his family. He will be attending the University of Cincinnati in the fall.
David Binziken. David is a 2020 graduate from Columbus Torah Academy. Throughout his high school career, he was a 4-year varsity starter in soccer, basketball, and baseball. He was the MVP and captain of the soccer team during his 11th and 12th grade seasons. Since his sophomore year, David has been involved in NCSY chapter board and won the NCSY Torah Growth and Meritus Service Awards. David will be playing soccer at the Yeshiva University.
Allison Bernstein, a soon-to-be graduate of Bexley High School. Allison has played on the field hockey team in grades 11th and 12th and on the JV field hockey team in grades 9th through 11th. She was voted co-captain of the varsity team her senior year and co-captain of the JV team her junior year. She was elected to play in Ohio All-Star Game her senior year. In addition to field hockey, Allison played softball all throughout her high school years. She is a member of the Cum Laude Society, vice president of the Honor Society, opinion co-editor of The Torch, and board member of the Columbus Jewish Youth Foundation. She was a member of the Wexner Service Corps and interned at Jewish Columbus.
Claire Bauer. Claire is a graduate of Grandview Heights High School. She has participated in many sports throughout the years, including gymnastics, ice skating, and was on the swim and softball teams for her school. In softball, Claire earned All-League honorable mention twice and also made first team All-League. In addition, she was a 2-time MVP and captain. She was a member of many clubs and volunteered at the Heart to Heart Food Pantry. Claire was on the National Honor Society and earned academic All-League awards on softball and swimming. She will be attending Marietta College and will play softball there.
Ryan Butter. Ryan is a graduate of Gahanna Lincoln High School, where he was a member of the National Honor Society, the Student Athlete Leadership Group, and the DECA Business Program. Ryan was a member of the boys soccer team for 4 years and served as a JV team captain during his junior season. During his senior year, Ryan overcame injury to be recognized by teammates as an example of leadership on and off the field. Ryan also played club soccer, was a member of BBYO, served as a student aide at Temple Beth Shalom, and participated in the Wexner Service Corps for 2 years. Ryan will be attending the University of Cincinnati Lindner School of Business in the fall.
Matthew Kmeyer. A graduate of Columbus Academy, Matthew is a member of the 3-time Division II Golf State Champion team. He was a 4-time varsity letter earner and a state runner-up in golf his senior year. Matthew also earned All-Ohio first-team recognition his junior and senior years. When not golfing, Matthew enjoyed his involvement with BBYO and Wexner Service Corps. Matthew will be attending Lafayette College in the fall, competing as a recruited athlete on the Division I golf team. He plans to study engineering.
Daniel Davis. Daniel, a graduate of Bexley High School, participated in a variety of activities during his high school career. He was on the school's tennis team for 4 years and on the soccer and basketball team for 1 year. Daniel was highly active in BBYO and served as president for 4 terms. He also was a member of the Bob Ross Art Club and volunteered on the Wexner Service Corps, JCC JServe, and CJYF. Daniel will be attending the University of Indiana.
Ben Sion Gisler. A student of Columbus Tor Academy, Ben Sion was a 4-year captain of the school's varsity baseball team. He also was a 4-year varsity starter for a soccer team and played 2 years for the varsity basketball team. He is a 2-time recipient of the David and Irene Cole Physical Education Award. He also won Columbus Tor Academy's Lion Award twice by being the player with the most heart and hustle. Ben Sion will be playing baseball at Yeshiva University.
Miles Goldman. A graduate of Bexley High School, Miles was a 3-year varsity soccer player and started his last 2 years. During his senior year, he was a team captain, defensive player of the year, and all-league honorable mention. Miles also was a 3-year starter and captain his senior year for the Ultimate Frisbee team. He founded the school's Model United Nations Club and received the Central Ohio Youth Philanthropy Award. Academically, he ranks first in his class and was a member of the Summa Cum Laude. He will be attending the University of Richmond.
Jordan Herman. A graduate of Bexley High School, Jordan was a 3-year varsity bowler. He received second-team All-Conference from the Mid-State League as well as the Most Improved Player. Jordan has been active in BBYO, a 2-term president, and received 10 leadership awards. In addition, Jordan was a 3-year captain of the school's robotic team, representative for the APAC, senior leader with the Wexner Service Corps, and Jordan will be attending the University of Cincinnati.
Zachary Herman. Zachary, a graduate of Bexley High School, was a 3-year varsity bowler and a 2-time honorable mention in the Mid-State League. He has also participated 2 years on the school's cross-country team. Zach was very active in BBYO and was a treasurer for 2 years. He also volunteered on JServe and was a team representative on the Teen Council for Jewish Columbus. Zachary will be going to Ohio University in the fall.
Andrew Kaufman. A graduate of Bexley High School, Andrew was a 4-year varsity letter winner in lacrosse and played soccer since his freshman year, making the varsity team his senior year. He excelled in school as a reporter and editor for his school's student-run newspaper, The Torch. In addition, Andrew is a member of the National Honor Society and volunteered for many school and community organizations. Andrew will be attending Tulane University.
Sam Lichten, a graduate of Columbus Academy, Sam was a 12-season athlete during his high school career. He earned varsity letters in 3 different sports. Additionally, Sam earned academic all-scholar athlete in each of his high school sports seasons. Outside of school, he did a lot of volunteer work and was a youth ambassador for the National Psoriasis Foundation. He was a chairperson for the foundation's 5K race and helped raise over $150,000 in the event's 8-year span. In addition, Sam was an active participant in BBYO and a 5-time board member, and acted as a chairperson for regional conventions. Sam will be attending the University of Maryland.
Adam Lippy. Adam will be a 2020 graduating senior of New Albany High School. During high school, Adam was very involved in tennis. He was on the tennis team all 4 years and became a certified member of the U.S. Professional Tennis Registry. He has been an active member of the Wexner Service Corps and has worked part-time for the last 2 years. Adam is committed to the Kent State University School of Business and will be an assistant to the Golden Flashes men's basketball team.
Andrea Meyer, a graduate of Bexley High School. Andy was on the four-year varsity player for the field hockey team and earned captain her senior year. Along with field hockey, Andy has played lacrosse all 4 years of high school. She earned league honorable mention and numerous scholar athlete awards for both sports. During the second semester of her sophomore year, Andy studied abroad in Madrid, Spain. She was a member of the National Honor Society, the Youth Philanthropy Program, and the Jewish Columbus Youth Foundation. Andy will be attending Tulane University this fall.
Alexandria Parsons. Former boarding student at Baylor School and a graduate of Columbus School for Girls, Alexandria committed herself to an honors AP curriculum all 4 years of high school. She participated in 3 sports throughout her high school career and competed at the varsity level in all of them: rowing, discus, and swimming. Alexandria participated in 3 major rowing regattas. She was the vice president of the Sustainability Club, president of the Political Discussion Club, and was a member of the Student Council. Alexandria will be continuing her rowing career at Eastern Michigan University.
Micah Rubenstein. Micah, a senior at Bexley High School, enjoyed playing golf and was a 4-year letter winner for his school's varsity team. He is currently working towards earning his private pilot license, which is his first step in achieving his goal of becoming an airline pilot. Micah will attend the Ohio State University, where he will earn a degree in aviation. In addition, he is an active duty member of the Ohio National Air Guard.
Leah Reisenman. A graduate of New Albany High School, Leah has competed as an artistic swimmer for 8 years. From gold medals at regional competitions to making the podium at national and international competitions, Leah excelled as an athlete and teammate. She was elected as the Ohio Athlete Representative on the U.S. Artistic Swimming Executive Committee. Leah was a National Merit Finalist and National Hispanic Scholar. She volunteered at her local library and the Beyond the Chains organization, raising awareness about human trafficking. Leah will be going to Northwestern University.
Emma Sigerman. A graduate of Bexley High School, Emma played golf for 4 years and softball for 3. In golf during her sophomore and junior seasons, Emma was most improved player of the team. During her junior year, she was named to the second team All-League and helped her team win the conference. As a senior, Emma was a co-captain for her team and placed 3rd individually in the state sectional tournament. She was on the executive board for the Key Club, a member of the National Honor Society, and cum laude. In addition, Emma served as vice president and president of the USY executive board for the Central Region. She will be going to the University of Pennsylvania.
Nolan Winston. A graduate of Bexley High School, Nolan has played on his tennis team all 4 years. He made the varsity team his 10th through 12th grade seasons. He was also a member of the soccer and swim team for a season during junior and senior years. In addition, Nolan participated in the Wexner Service Corps and will graduate with honors. He will be going to Miami University of Ohio to major in biology and a minor in French. He plans to go on the pre-med track to become a plastic surgeon.
Benjamin Ziegler. A graduate of Bexley High School, Ben was a member of the National Honor Society, Cum Laude Society, and a feature editor for the school newspaper, The Torch. He served as a macadam at Temple, Israel, and worked at the JCC as a lifeguard throughout high school. Ben is a four-year varsity soccer player at Bexley High School, where he led the team to consecutive district titles during his junior and senior seasons. Furthermore, he was twice named second team All-State and first team All-District. Ben helped lead the 2016 Columbus Maccabi soccer team to the gold medal. He will continue his academic and athletic career at Hamilton College in New York.
All right, thank you, Gina. That's everybody. What an impressive group. So before I announce the winners, on behalf of the Jewish Center, I would like to thank the Erkis and Berliner families for their generous support and funding of this program. We would not be here without you this evening, and the example you set for myself and all of the nominees is incredible and something to aspire for, so thank you. And with that, if I could get a virtual drum roll this evening, the winners of this year's the 2020 Erkis Berliner Scholar Athlete Award are Emma Sagerman of Bexley High School and Matthew K. Meyer of Columbus Academy. Congratulations. I think it's fair to say this group of seniors are all very special. Congratulations and mazel tov to all of you on your accomplishment, and good luck in your future plans. Thank you to everyone for joining us tonight. Please continue to be safe. We look forward to the time when we can all be together in person again at the JCC. Have a great evening. Congratulations.